Stressors we have identified in previous steps. So, the biological domain, I felt sleepy and hungry, I had a headache. Now, in this step, we think, how can I reduce these stressors? For example, I can try to sleep longer if it's possible. I can try to think about day off if we feel really exhausted. Or I can take care of proper meals. Take some breathing exercises to release our headache. Stressors from the emotional domain. I was afraid of my boss's reaction. I felt guilty. What can I do here to reduce the stress? I can talk to my boss and explain the situation. I can talk to my colleagues and explain the situation again. Now, stressors from the cognitive domain. I found it hard to concentrate. I could not understand what my colleagues were saying. How can I reduce it? Well, I can take again some breathing or mindfulness exercises to help my attention focus and work better. Stressors from the social domain. My boss's anger, my colleague's opinion. Here again, I can talk to my boss and explain the situation, and the same with my colleagues. Stressors from prosocial domain. I was a witness of the car accident. How can I reduce the stress? Well, let's try to do some breathing exercises. And now, try to think of any recent situation in which you felt really irritated and tense. Try to remember as many details as you can. For example, what was the place you were in? What were you wearing? What sensation did you feel in your body? Think about all the emotions you felt at the very moment. Try to recall, what did you think about other people? Try to remember your thoughts and whether you were focused or distracted at that moment. Take a moment to remember this situation as clearly as possible. Try to feel it. And now, describe the situation briefly and try to identify stressors and their domains, and then find the ways of reducing specific stressors in the particular domains. For example, stressors from biological domains, what were they and how can you reduce them? Stressors from the emotional domain, what were them and how particularly can you reduce them? The same with the stressors from the cognitive, social and prosocial domain.